Friday morning, and we've got the hood ready to go in the booth. Get its epoxy primer set on it and seal up, give me my base coat to cover, and do our color coat and clear coat. One of the things I did do before I wanted to do the top side, there was an area right in here where we did our little repair section on the front edge, and we had our fold over. So that was bare steel and needed to be colored. So I did a little experimenting, and I found that when I use a dark base, I used a black self-etching primer in an aerosol can, and I used the first brown that we had mixed for the truck off the color code, that it does match what was on the truck originally. So the thing to have done actually would have been to have sprayed the entire truck orange base and then masked off the orange and sprayed my brown, and that would have probably matched the original color to where it should have been. Sometimes you're not sure how the factory does these things, and this is what happens. But I like the darker brown that we sprayed on the truck so far. I think the owner's happy with it. He's seen several videos of it and pictures of the paint once it's gone on, and he likes the colors. So we're going to stick with what we've done, since the truck's almost done being painted now as it is. But just to touch up the underside of the hood, I did spray some in here where we took off all that undercoating that was sprayed, and it pulled off a lot of the paint too. So we just sprayed a little bit on there just to kind of blend it in and mask it over, so I'll make it look a little bit better. But this here, where I sprayed this in here, that's a pretty good match. So, but I do like the darker brown. So we're going to get this hood turned over. We're going to get it in the booth, get the truck out, get everything closed up, and I'm going to get the brown on this, and that's going to leave all my pieces for this truck painted, and we can start the reassembly. This morning I cleaned everything off good, and I laid down a coat of epoxy sealer, again to seal everything in for one last time and give me a consistent base. So now it's time to mix up our brown color. We're going to lay on 3 coats of brown, let that splash off for about an hour, and then we'll come back in and do our clear coat. laid down, and you may notice when I was spraying this that my first coats I went in a pattern this way across the hood, and then my second coats I went this way across the hood, and then my final after my third coat I diagonal shot across the hood, just misting over top of it, not really laying a heavy layer of paint down. So the reasons for that: this paint has a lot of pearls and metallics in it. And if you don't get the application even across the hood, you'll have streaks. You can have streaks in the hood, or you can have splotchy areas on the hood, flat surfaces. Flat surfaces like the hood are the worst, to try and get these metallics to lay out nice and even so that you don't have any of those streaks or splotchy areas. So you got to change up your patterns. You do this way, you do that way, and then sometimes you go back over it and cross patterns to try and get everything to flow out and be even on your panel. So that was the reason why you saw me change up the way I was shooting this. Now when I do the clear, I'll probably just go across it one way or the other. I haven't decided. I may go this way. It seemed to work a little bit better because the clear coat's going to lay out the way it's going to lay out. There's no metallics in there that you're trying to get nice and even. So I'm going to go mix up some clear and put 3 coats of clear on this hood, and that'll leave all the paint work for our 1980 F350 completed and ready for assembly. We got our final clear coat on, 3 coats of clear. How's it look, Ashton?
Good.
Looks good? You happy with it?
On top.
Wait a minute. So we hit a major milestone today with this panel being done. This is all the paint work that has to be done on the truck. So now, after this dries over the weekend, next week, we can start assembly on the truck. I've got a lot of things to do yet, detail work to make the truck really look nice. So everybody that's saying, Dave, you're doing nothing but paint work and body work anymore. We're seeing the same thing. Well, you're going to get to see some new things happening. We've got trim to polish. We've got interior pieces to dye. We've got an AC system to put in. We've got brakes to put on the truck and some suspension pieces. So we've got quite a few things left to do on this truck to get it completed before it can go home to the owner. And hopefully the next couple weeks we're going to get all these things tied up and get everything finished up on the truck. So thanks again for watching the series. Look for the new videos coming out soon. Some of the videos are going to lag behind because I have to stretch them out so that the owner will not see the complete project before he comes to pick this truck up. So be patient, and we'll see you on the next one.
I want to turn the camera off.
You want to turn the camera off?
I said I'm going to talk.
You want to talk? Go ahead and talk.
So we got this shiny, and we got...
Don't get too close.
We got this.
Don't touch.